Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and of course, appreciated. Um, the Roman Empire continuation. Remember, we've been talking about the Roman Empire and how they had a hold on the world when they were in power. And we think or we thought that this Roman Empire has ended. But it hasn't. It never ended. It continued up until this day. Your Majesties. Little wonder we have a country like France feeling so entitled to the Sahel region. They feel like the Sahel is their own, their property. Little wonder Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, came out and exclaimed to the world that Africa was his home and continent. He might not just say that out of sheer love or because he really won the Sahel back, but maybe because he feels so entitled that he owns Africa as a property. Do that ever ring in your head? Because France is the continuation of the Roman Empire. Okay? Germany is a continuation of the Roman Empire. Belgium, the continuation of the Roman Empire. You can name them. They are the continuation of the Roman Empire. I want us to listen to some discussion which would help you to understand why I am saying what I am saying. Because this entitlement mentality that the collective West have did not just start today. It don't just start in their own age. It was what their ancestors felt when Africa fell. And they got hold of Africa. They started controlling Africa as if Africa was their property. But remember, when our ancestors were in power, they never controlled them. They only taught them how to live, how to love, how to grow, how to commune with the Spirit, with the Almighty, how to be one with the Creator. These are what our ancestors taught them. But when they took over power through deceit and cunningness, they broke our ancestors' power, or they broke the leadership of our ancestors. They brought our ancestors down from the power. They began to lord it over us as if we were slaves. Your Majesties, that which we never do to them, they did to us. And the question will be, why is it that these people have this mentality of, I own this place, I own this region. And when you kick them out, it becomes a problem. Just look at the Sahel. The Sahel kicked Europe and America out. The Sahel kicked the collective West out. And they do not want to accept their fall. Why? Because to them, they are the owner of the world. To them, they are the owner of Africa. So why should Africa kick them out? You see the mentality entitlement I'm talking about? Why should Africa kick them out when they are the owner of Africa? Why should Africa kick them out when they are the owner of the world? It is an unfortunate situation. And I said, okay, it's better we deliberate upon this today because it did not just start now. It has existed a long time ago. And to see that the Sahel region is the solution to all this problem is a joy that I have in me. To see that our able Captain Ibrahim Traore is the nightmare of the collective West is a joy that I have. Our able General Sibi Goita, our able General Abdurrahmani Tiani, these three wise men are the end of Europe and America. And that can be seen. That is why they are shaken to their foundation at this point. I keep telling you, they never expected what is happening to them. They never expected what is happening to them. It's like a bad dream that they are just eagerly waiting to be woken up from. And that is why, up until this time, they are still looking for ways to return to the Sahel. They are using force, they are using diplomatic ways, they are using everything to return back. And I'm happy with the stance of the Sahelian leaders. They have a stand. They are saying no. We're not just going to jump to you because you feel like, okay, we have repented, forgive us and accept us. No. If you want us to really forgive you, you have to stay far away from us. That is so beautiful. So listen to this and leave your thoughts and opinion. They are the section, Your Majesties. Remember to love yourself and love others. Stay safe, stay positive always.
So the Romans ruled the world, destroyed themselves. Now here's the big part. The Roman Empire did not fall by invasion. It fell by disintegration. Disintegration means it fell apart, like a piece of cake that just broke up in little pieces. That's how the Roman Empire fell apart. Or you just broke up. And what happened was everybody scrambled for power. And the result was many little kingdoms. Instead of one kingdom, many little kingdoms. Let me give you some of their names. Spanian, Franco, Belgier. This is Roman kingdom. Anglo, Roman kingdom. Portugal, Roman kingdom. We know these kingdoms in English. Franco, France. Belgier, Belgium. Porco, Portugal. Anglo, Spanian. They're all kingdoms. They are all Romans. They are all Romans. So their psyche, their mentality, ingrained. We were chosen by the gods to rule anybody who don't have our traits. They were chosen by the gods to be our servants and our slaves. They are not complete divine beings like us. We are superior. So the French and the Spanish, the Portuguese and the British, Anglo, call them Anglo, they decided to expand their kingdoms. So they came to Africa, the Caribbean, and we call it colonization. Colonization is the expansion of Greek leadership philosophy. So going to Africa and bringing slaves over as merchandise was easy. Why? Big nose, big lip, dark skin, peasy head, black eyes. I found 1 million servants, they say. So they come to the West, they establish their plantations, whether it is Carolina or Florida or Louisiana or the Bahamas or Jamaica or Barbados or St. Kitts or St. Thomas or St. Lucia or Guyana or Mexico. They had their plantations and they couldn't use the people they met here because they killed them out with disease. And so they went and found some divine slaves chosen by the gods to work the ground. And they brought them over on ships. And the first ones to bring them was the Portuguese. The Portuguese told the British, we found some people to work the farms. And the British said, where you got them from? They follow us. And they went to the west coast of Africa. And then the French found out. The French says, oh, let's go get some too. And then the Spanish says, oh, let's get some too. And everybody started dashing for divine slaves. Remember, divine means you were chosen by the gods. It's not racism. It's leadership philosophy. That is in the psyche of the system. Oh, I am here. You are here. Some of you of my pigmentation and millions of us here in the region because of a leadership philosophy. That's how important leadership is. If the blind lead the blind. We were being led and they convinced you. Matter of fact, if you read the writings of the oppressor, they wrote things like this. They read the Bible on you. They said, now you must be good slaves. And they gave us Jesus. You wonder why, the black Muslims and people like that rose up? Because they even used Jesus as part of manipulation. Jesus said you must be nice slaves. Then you'll go to heaven. If you go to heaven, you'll get robe and shoes. You can't get them now because we ain't giving you none. But, you get them and you get heaven. So now so the slave in the farm starts singing, I got a shoe. Massa, you got a shoe. All of God's children got a shoe. But I ain't gonna get mine until I go to heaven. I'll walk all over. See, in other words, you get yours now, Massa. I can get mine when I go to heaven. All of that is brainwashing. Those songs that we used to glory and call Negro spiritual, you need to read the words of those songs. They are strong songs of conversion for your mind to make sure you never rise above. I used to sing them, so don't look at me funny. I was born in a little town called Baintown. That was a village of slaves. I'm trying to show you where leadership problems come from. So for 394 years, they ruled these islands, and they made all of us believe you were born to clean my house. You were created to plant my corn. You were sent by God to wash my clothes and cook for my children. And so there we were stuck in the back room. Oh, by the way, you ain't got no charisma, so you must be seen and not heard. You see, that's part of the system. So you're supposed to work, but no one's supposed to see you. And so the little slave walk around the house cooking, and that's, and they ain't supposed to be around when master got friends. See, the whole thing, that's why some of y'all are timid. You're so timid today, and you think you're cool. Timidity was taught. That is why when a man of my pigmentation speaks up, it makes them nervous, because you ain't behaving. Some of y'all wonder why they thought Martin Luther King was a problem. Because he was a black man talking loud. You ain't supposed to talk loud. Stay in your southern church, have church with a stained glass window, and shout by yourself. Don't come out here telling us we're wrong. That was the problem. It was a leadership problem. To tell Miss Rosa Parks that she's in the wrong seat was very natural for them. You don't understand. You say, there ain't no prejudice. This is the conditioning of the culture. You ain't supposed to sit here. Yeah, but I'm a human. You ain't no complete human. See? The gods told us where you're supposed to sit. In the back, they say. Divine assignment. I'm saying this for a reason. That is still here in the Bahamas. No matter how much school you go to, no matter how many degrees you get, no matter how much you think you know, when you come back, they tell you, you're just a smart slave. It's a leadership mentality. So now you know why Miles Monroe is angry. You see why I hate oppression? Because I got the truth. I love it. I love everybody. I like everybody. I like everybody. But don't you ever imagine you're better than me. You think you're better? I draw a line. Cross that. That's the band down talk. You don't know about that. And if I draw a line, that means fight start.